the statement was made about women being welfare junkies. Now, in all reality, in all reality, most black women that I encounter, I have not really seen too many of this younger generation that was like the older generation, namely parents, grandparents in that age bracket. I have not seen too many young African American women, maybe where I'm from, in this time, that are happy to be on welfare or that are sticking to the game plan of being on welfare. Most young African American women over the age of 21 into or around 40 that I've seen are all endlessly working, trying to find jobs, careers, etc. And they've had pitfalls, downfalls, etc. But it's like, no, I'm not staying down. I have to find something to do and I have to get my life together. I have to make it. And the attitude of most African American women is that I have to make it for my kids. I have to make it for my family. I have to make it and to establish something with my life and in my life so that I can one day settle down and have peace at some point in my life. And they carry the belief and the attitude that this is going to happen for me regardless of how old I am or whenever the opportunity presents itself. No matter how long it takes, they firmly believe that this is going to happen. And I agree. But what other nationalities and races are saying to the African American community is like, how dare you get to the place where you want to intermingle with other cultures and etc. and you have not established yourself. You have not made a name for yourself. You have not made nothing of yourself. That's more so of the attitude that I get from other nationalities. Not so much to the point that they don't want to date you because of some of the other stuff. To me, that's like the softer letdown. That's like saying, girl, I don't want to date you because your breath stink. When you can actually you can actually handle the breath stinking and get that fixed. In reality, what they're saying is you're not nothing. You're not worth nothing. You haven't, and you asked, so I'm trying my best to just express in certain viewpoints. But what I've noticed that some are saying in their attitude and what they do towards African American women, men dating, is that what they're saying to you is that you need to do something with your life, make a name for yourself. Who are you? You know, who are you, and what are you doing with your life? That's the attitude that I get from a lot of people. And then they look at you like if you're black, then you're really nobody and you're nothing, like unless you're famous. And then I remember getting stereotyped one particular time, and this is just a brief story. I went to go buy one of those Jewish hats because I happened to particularly like the hat. And real quick, this guy, as I'm standing there waiting to purchase my hat, turns around and says to me, standing at the counter next to me, he's suited down in his religious garb and attire that they believe in wearing, and then I'm suited down coming from church. And he turned to me and said to me, what are you, a movie star? And I started laughing. That was cute. That was cute. Aspiration of mine. So to me, that was more or less prophecy. Then he turns around and says to me, are you a rapper or something? And then, you know, I started to scratch my head because I'm like, okay, am I standing here? Do I look like a rapper? I mean, to me, that was like a stereotype and an insult. So what I'm trying to say is that a lot of things that we're dealing with in the African American community is that in this hour, we are breaking stereotypes. So a lot of things are arising at this particular moment because mindsets have been embedded in people and passed down generationally concerning African Americans that people are looking at, and it's stirring up stuff because now we're starting to see, as we know, a lot more black politicians. We even have a black president now, and we're seeing things take a turn, an interesting turn, and for some it's provoking fear, because it was okay long as we never saw people in the forefront, but now we're looking at African Americans in a different light. And then now, as I've heard of some of my Caucasian friends and people from different places make statements to me, is that we have this attitude now because we have a black president, like we are the ish, and y'all know what I'm talking about. We have this attitude now like it's all about us and we are the world and we're taking over and etc. But to me it's more of a celebration and a reality of finally we're able to make some type of mark and establishment. So that's what in essence I'm trying to say to you, is that a lot of this stuff that was brought up in this email to me is nothing but foolishness. In reality, just foolishness. And that person is actually dealing with the fear of those stereotypes that they believe in. They believe some of those things that they've heard. And then I want to provoke this thought into your mind, is that, are you any of those things on that list? What do you consider yourself to be? Can you be categorized in any of those things that were described in that description? I mean, really, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to answer that to me. But can you find yourself in any of that was brought up, or anything that was talked about in this video? Because that's where the change needs to come, is that how you feel about yourself and taking on what is necessary to make changes for yourself. Remember, you're not doing this for this guy. You're not doing it for any guy. You're not doing it for any man, but you're doing it because it's necessary for you. So what does success look like to you? What does a happy relationship look like to you? What does a successful black woman look like to you? And you need to start wearing that attitude. Not just when it's necessary to wear it, but you need to wear it permanently. That I am beautiful, I am successful, I am somebody, I am important, I am making achievements, I am accomplishing things, I am going to do better, I am doing better, I am looking better. And you need to really grasp that attitude and not just wear it as an attitude, but make it a reality. Because as long as you allow what you're hearing to affect you to that way, you'll start to always feel like you deserve what you're getting. And that's what I want to get at, is that I don't want you to feel like you deserve what these people are saying to you, and that you don't have to ascribe or look for better. You don't have to look for more. You don't have to, or that you will never get better or more because of the things that people are saying. But skip it. Hell, miss me with that. Because if that person cannot appreciate who you are, and that person cannot see the beauty of who you are and understand that, then you should be glad they walked away. They just missed the best thing that could ever happen to them. So from this point on, it's about you. It's working on you. It's about working on your goals, your achievements. It's about improving yourself and your self-worth. What are you worth? I mean, seriously, in reality, sister, what are you worth? And I'm not talking about what's between your legs. I'm not talking about what's in your bank account or what's in your head. What are you worth? When you tally it all up, what are you worth? What do you bring to the table? That's what's most important in relationships. Thank you so much for watching London. Remember to check me out on the web, www.michaellondon.webs.com. Also visit my blog, www.themichaellondonshow.wordpress.com. Peace.